What's up YouTube, Gemini Johnny back again with day 2 of TikToktober, where I'm taking you through the weirdest, creepiest, and most unexplained TikToks I can find. That's right, every single day in October I'll be posting a brand new video right here on this channel at 4:15 p.m. PST. Obviously, why would I post it on somebody else's channel? But today, we're looking at creepy stuff. So without further ado, let's jump right in. At the top it says a Chicago man and woman got the scare of a lifetime when an unknown man appeared inside their home one night. The creeper entered their home through an unlocked door and silently watched the couple who had fallen asleep on the couch. The couple became curious when a purse went missing, so they checked their home security cameras. Yeah, he was just trying to rob you. And that's when they saw a figure standing at the top of the stairs.
He walked up several flights of the building's back stairwell and entered through an unlocked sliding door that leads to the master bedroom.
Gotta lock your doors. What would you do if you woke up to a creepy stranger in your home? Well, a guy like me has makeshift weapons stashed all around the house, so don't try that.
You will get caught.
Man catches shadow figure on video 2024. Must watch.
Jonny. Hello? I'm not going up there. Definitely not going back there. Oh wow, it is really cold right here. What was that?
What was that? Something just said go away.
I don't think it's happy we're here. I don't know. Oh, holy dude, there's
The top comment on this video says that you need to isolate and enhance the sound. Something is talking in this video several different times, which I heard something a couple times and I thought it sounded like something talking. So I'm gonna play this again through, and when I'm editing, I'm gonna enhance the audio on this one and we'll see if we can hear it better. And I'll just cut it down to the parts where you actually hear something. So we're not just watching the same video again.
go there. Go there. Go there. I don't know.
Sounded like it just said F you.
I don't know.
Sounded like it just said F you.
I don't know.
Sounded like it just said F you. That's wild. Somebody in the comments also picked up on what I heard. It's saying go away. And then somebody else said that this is old. It's from 2022. So we might have seen this before. I do remember a video of a kid peeking out from a corner, but I don't think it was this one. Or a kid shadow figure, whatever. But to be fair, I mean, it's probably a pretty common trope. So I'm sure if one of them's real or both of them are real, they might have faked one, you know? But that one was really creepy. And the dude did seem, you know, like I always say, you got to pay attention to the reactions. The reactions seem fake and forced. It's probably because it's fake and forced. But that dude seemed like he sounded really scared. So I don't know. It's weird. Definitely creepy. Give me chills.
What the fuck is that? Oh, get away! Get away! What the fuck is it? No! No, no, no!
Is it like
Is
a
it dead?
bat?
I think it's fucking dead. Okay. Just Ma! Ma! Ah! The fucking thing's moving! Ah! What the fuck is that thing? It's a fucking bat! It's got the fucking virus! It's alive! Ma! Call the fucking cops! Ah! Get the fucking gun! Get away with me! Stop it! Ah! What is it? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is this? It's a fucking dinosaur! Mom, call the cops!
What are the cops gonna do, bro? I guess like it's in animal control, but somebody said it's a wait, where'd it go? A flying lemur. What do those look like? Yeah, I'd say it's 100% a flying lemur. That poor thing. I thought it was like I thought we had real life footage of a cryptid for once. I didn't even know these existed. What a strange creature. Is this what wingsuits are designed after? Well, problem solved. I feel bad for the animal now. It's just an animal. But to be fair, if I saw that thing and I didn't know what it was, I would be freaking out too. That's funny. This one says real backrooms footage. That's not a person.
That is not a fucking person!
Right, Morgan, talk to me. What do you see? What's going on? What's happening? Morgan. George, come in. George, it's immediate. Morgan, what's going on?
How did he get back in there?
George.
Okay, I'm here. Send it down.
George, I'm all right. Gonna take a moment. Grab it like, yeah, hold it. Okay. Good. Shit.
That's where they ended it? This must be like a series or something. The backrooms as a concept is really creepy to me, but that's probably the first one I've seen actually that did make it look creepy. Most of the time it just looks like an empty office building, which I guess is kind of the point. But I didn't know you could like exit the building in the backrooms. And they went outside. Granted, it looked like an outside of the backrooms, but I don't know. Have any of you ever been to the backrooms? Let me know in the comments. This one says, real Jin caught on camera. Look at his face. Ending is so scary. OMG.
طقوس ايش بتعمل؟
Jin's kind of fitted though. I'd rock that shirt. Anybody place what language they're speaking? Or translate for me? That'd be great.
أقترب لكي أدخل اللعبة.
Go drop kick him. Like, what's he gonna do? He's got his hands behind his back, can't even defend himself.
أنت إنسان؟
He's not in a fighting stance at all.
إنسان إيش؟
10-ish. Yeah, the fit is kind of a 10, I'm not gonna lie. The shirt goes hard.
طب ارجع طلع لسانك مرة تانية عشان أتأكد بس إنك إنسان.
People in the comments are saying gens don't have shadows. Is that true? Well, DuckDuckGo has its own AI thing answer at the top. It says, Gen are typically described as invisible beings composed of thin and subtle bodies, which means they do not cast shadows like physical entities do. So, there you go. I think we can chop this one up to being fake. It was creepy, and I like his fit.
I was driving down the street, and this creepy-ass guy was blocking the road.
Drive around. What? You got a whole wide road there. What are you doing?
I was too scared to pass.
You're in a car, bro. What are you... There are other cars passing by. Like, you're gonna be alright. We're posting videos of homeless people and pretending they're ghosts now. What are we doing? Leave that guy alone.
Guys, this is not a drill, and I think we may have a picture of an infamously famous cryptid on our hands.
Oh, dang.
Now, I am going to wait until the end to insert it. That way I can give you proper warning, and if you don't want to see that, you don't have to finish the video. But let's get into the story before the picture. So this follower used to be best friends with an indigenous girl who would tell her horrifying stories about cryptids. And they never really experienced anything themselves until that friendship kind of went through some turmoil and ended. Is that related? Is that unrelated? I have no idea, but they included it in the story, so I wanted to tell you guys. So the incident happened on one day when they were outside with their horse, and randomly their horse just got kind of weird, walking towards the gate, not wanting to be where they were, acting kind of paranoid. And the follower knows that animals sometimes sense things that we cannot, so they were like, all right, let's get you out of here, let's go somewhere else, because clearly we are somewhere we're not supposed to be. So when they were with their horse, they had been taking some selfies, and they were just looking through them when they got back home and randomly decided to start zooming in, and something was right behind them. Now, since this happened and since they actually saw it on camera, they have heard knocking all around their house, all around their windows. They have felt watched consistently. But they said what alarms them the most is that they did not notice that it was even there. Their horse did. Please go ahead and scroll if you don't want to see it.
Bro, what? Fuck is this? Make it a little smaller so you can see. What am I looking at? This looks like a picture of the woods. Why wouldn't they post the original photo? I'm gonna scribble all over it. And also, just so you know, I'm not like cutting off anything. There's nothing missing here. So I mean, as you can see, like, maybe if you squint really hard, you can see something. Like, you're not missing anything. You're seeing just as much as I am here, right? I like that. Morg's Haunting. She does really good videos, but I don't know about this one. Like, am I missing something? Maybe there's more in the video.
Guys, this is not a drill, and I think
No,
we
that was
may
it.
have a
And she said it like I cut it off because I didn't want to ruin the surprise, but she said it was caught on camera. I was thinking we were going to see this damn clown. I see no red hair, no white face. Somebody in the comments claiming they see something. They said there's a figure of a person to the left of the horse's face. It's like shadowy, but it's definitely there. I can't even. This is a horse's face we're looking at? All right, I think we spent too much time on this.
Y'all have got to see this one. This guy on Reddit is an urban explorer that explores abandoned places in Japan. He has all kinds of really cool posts on his page, but this one is of an abandoned school in Japan. But in this particular post, it's different than every other post he has. All these photos behind me are of this school. It almost looks like it was just frozen in time. And here and there you can see where it's abandoned. If these photos aren't eerie enough, right here is where he got freaked out, because out of all the posts he's ever made, this is the first time he's ever captured anything paranormal. Took a photo of this classroom in this hall, and at the end of the hall there's a figure. And when you zoom in on it, it looks like a child holding books or something, just in grayscale. Now the OP said that he doesn't believe in the paranormal, he doesn't believe in ghosts until this particular exploration. And out of all of his posts on Reddit, this is the only one that he's captured something like this, and he hasn't since.
Man, I feel like it always lends credibility to people when their normal stuff is just like his is abandoned buildings or whatever. But like we've seen videos before where urban explorers are just exploring abandoned buildings and then they run into like what appears to be paranormal stuff. Those are always more credible to me because it's not like a ghost hunting channel catching ghost activity is not that surprising, right? But when it's like an urban explorer or somebody that's just out doing their regular hobby anyway, and then they run into some stuff and then they don't continue to like post a bunch of other ghost stuff because they saw that the first thing they did got lots of clicks and traffic. I feel like that usually lends some credibility. So that's a really weird one. I've never seen this photo before. The abandoned school alone is creepy enough, much less without the creepy grayscale kid in the back. Here's another one from the paranormal chick.
This is an interesting video, and it's actually coming from a group of professional fishermen. They were actually hiking to a remote spot in Bolivia, just trying to fish, when they came upon this crazy sight, which they claim to be petrified UFOs. Now, as they're showing us the rock formations, they do look like saucers, and some may just say it's just an oddly shaped rock, but there's several of them. And what's interesting to note is the last one that they point out, it does look like it has volcanic rock underneath it, as if something made a huge impact with the ground and it was burning at a high intensity and incinerated the ground beneath it. Take a look at this video and tell me what you think.
Well, we got to this place and we found some strange pieces. These are impressive stones. Look in the middle of the pot. Has 11 flying saucer shape. Look at that one when you go up. And there's another one just like it up there. No, what do we have here? I don't know, but look at the shape. It is not only one, there are several. Several with this flying saucer type shape, I don't know. This place is very crazy. Hey, look at this. Here's another one, look. It is not in that area. And look, if you jump up there, there's much more. And look at this. It's stone like a volcano and as if burned. If there had been heat like the impact, not here. Impressive, look. What the hell? What? Sounds like it's time to take a trip to Bolivia. What the heck? They got petrified flying saucers down there? I wonder how many of these are around the world. I mean, you know, obviously we don't know that these are petrified flying saucers, but I would love to see a scientific research team go down there and like break one of those open. Or I'd love to go break one open myself, maybe. Probably shouldn't do that, but I want to go to Bolivia. Is Bolivia safe? Oh, well, there's currently a travel advisory in Bolivia due to civil unrest, so maybe not the best time. But I guess if you're just going out to the wilderness and like there's no civil unrest out here, they're at a river. They're just fishermen. Dang, what do you guys think? You guys think they're just weird rocks, or are these like, I think these are actually legit, like petrified flying saucers? And then the question arises, if they are petrified flying saucers, why'd they crash? You know, millions of years ago, apparently, because fossilization takes a long time. How long does... Oh, okay. It's 5,000 to 10,000 years, so I guess it wouldn't have to be millions of years ago. It can take place in just 5,000 to 10,000 years, although most cases occurred millions of years ago during prehistoric periods. Okay, so I wasn't wrong, but it can happen. But I don't know if it could happen if they're just sitting on the shore like that. And I imagine 10 to 12,000 years ago, somebody probably would have came along and found those. But I don't know. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Oh, what the hell is that? Smoke don't do that. Oh, smoke really don't do that.
The family doesn't seem to see it. What looks like a ghastly figure can be seen, seemingly trying to grab her daughter.
No, that thing's attached to him. Horns. Maybe. Baby noticed the figure and tries to reach it. You dumb baby, leave that demon alone.
It wasn't until sometime after the Curing's mother looked over the video and noticed this strange apparition. Judging by this thing's eerie appearance, the family believes a demon was captured on camera.
I mean, I suppose it's possible it's some kind of like refraction on the lens of the camera from the fire. Like, who knows what kind of camera they're using? I'm sure it's a cell phone, but man, that is really creepy. I don't like that one. Because it looks like smoke, but it's not dissipating. Smoke's not supposed to do that. And it's like following him. Ugh, odd. Oh my god. Say claws. What is this? Wait, is this real? Oh, that would suck. They're just lucky I wasn't there, because y'all know I wouldn't have let that go down like that. Terrifying Santa.
What's that?
Balloons ain't supposed to do that. The cop.
And I have you on film.
The hell? Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
She seems nice. Why is this lady terrorizing everybody? What was that last thing? What's happening here? I want to see the rest of this. What's that hand do? Yeah, I don't like that balloon doing that. That's creepy.
Linda is recording a video on her hair when this was captured.
Hi. A lot of people wanted to see what my hair looks like from the back. So before I show you what the back looks like, I just want to show you. Okay. You see how this is very long? And it's like got like this super long piece for some reason. This side doesn't. It's just chopped plumb the fuck off. Like a good chunk of my hair is just off. Now's a good time to tell we got ghosts. I just seen the phone move and have a big ass crystal in front of it so it doesn't fall. So just to let y'all know. Okay, now the back of my hair.
So nonchalant. Oh.
Dang it. It's trying to trip me out. I'm scared to reach down for it. I'm scared it'll get me. She's nice most of the time. Okay. Let's try to pick it back up one more time so you can see the back of my hair. Oh my god, look at it. Like, and just for reference, this is the big ass crystal that I just had in front of this phone. There's no way it fell. It just moved again. And I haven't even touched it yet. Oh no. Ghost don't get me.
I mean, that time it might have slipped. The first time that was not a slip.
So I'm going to see the sides. Like my bangs, I've had to like fix my bangs myself. But this is what it looks like if I don't straighten pieces of it. And like, it's just a whole mess. See? Dang it. That scared me. Okay. God, what the fuck was that? Did you see that? Like, it ran. Oh, no. Absolutely not. No.
Those aren't slips.
I swear, if I did not just catch that on camera, I'm going to be really upset. Because I seen it move, like, across here. I swear. And now I see, like, a light strand. That's not what just went by. Like, I seen a whole... Please, ghost.
I think up there just moved, too.
Video. This is not your time to shine, okay? I will make a video for you, but this is not for you right now.
What the hell? Oh, that was creepy. I did just notice she has a witch hat up there. I wonder if she's into witchcraft.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I don't see anything go across. People are talking about the stuff hanging on her walls. I'm curious. I don't really notice anything that, like, looks bad or anything. Just like a wall decoration. I did notice this, I can't reach it, but here. I did notice this Blair Witch looking thing. I don't know what that is. But other than that, I don't really, I mean, there's a star, I guess. There's moons, but that's all pretty normal stuff. But people in the comments are saying, the wall hangings, the crystal, the friendly chatter with the demon. I'm not worried about you. Those are your invited guests. Yeah, I mean, nothing that looks that crazy to me. But like I said, I did notice the witch hat. She sets it back up. You see, it looks like a, let's see. A witch hat was a thought. I don't know. I mean, look, I like crystals, you know. I think, you know, I don't know. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with all that stuff, but, you know, you got to be understanding of what you're opening yourself up to when you get involved with crap like that. So, or when you start messing around with anything like that. Somebody was pointing out in the comments this hanging thing and that the shadow was only casting one triangle shadow because it did look like it from the angle earlier, but when she moves her phone, you can clearly see the other shadow is there as well. It just looks like it's falling onto the side of that bookshelf or something. So, but definitely creepy. I mean, yeah, maybe she's into witchcraft and she accidentally invited something into her home. You know, who knows? But yeah, be careful out there. You're messing around with that stuff.
True creepy story time. So my sweet, sweet baby cousin Ella, when she was younger, she had friends that only she could see, but they were not imaginary. So one day she's at our grandparents' house in the living room watching TV with our grandpa. And as always, he was watching Star Trek. But her favorite show, Ni Hao Kai Lan, was about to come on, and so she asked if she could change the channel, and Grandpa made it very clear to her to not touch the remote. Of course, she was disappointed, but She was a little kid, and so she obeyed her grandpa and just watched the show with him. Eventually, Grandpa fell asleep, and then something really interesting happened. The channel changed on its own to Ni Hao Kai Lan. Ella was a little bit surprised and confused, and so she looked over at our sleeping grandpa and saw that one of her imaginary friends was standing behind him. And she realized that he was the one who changed the channel. Now, she knew the grandpa was going to be really upset if he thought that she changed the channel when he told her specifically not to. And so she looked at her friend and was like, no, change it back, change it back. But as she's having this argument with her friend, Grandpa wakes up, sees that the channel has changed, and got really mad at Ella. That was not the only time that Ella's imaginary friends interacted with the physical space around them. And if you want to hear more about those, you can check out my podcast, Stories with Sapphire.
That's cool. I bet that's a good podcast. I love creepy little kid stories. I feel like they're kind of like animals. Like they have a sixth sense kind of thing, or they're more in tune with their sixth sense or whatever. Yeah. Thanks for the story, Sapphire. That was Sapphire Sandalo on TikTok, or you can check out her podcast.
Okay, I have to talk fast because I have to fit this all into one video, and this is going to be weird. It's been 37 years in the making, and I need to know what it means, okay? For 37 years, there has been a person who has existed on the periphery of my life. I don't know if he's a non-playable character. I don't know what he is, but this is the story of me and this boy. We'll call him Steve. I start preschool when I'm 3 years old. I go to preschool. There's this boy in my class named Steve. We go to preschool together. In kindergarten, we go to kindergarten together, okay? It's not that weird. There's multiple kindergartens in this in the city that we lived in. It wasn't that strange, right, to end up at the same kindergarten. We're in the same class in kindergarten, first and second grade, but something happens in second grade, okay? In second grade, my family moved from New York to Michigan. We moved away. I was a new kid in second grade. I start my new class. A couple months later, in my new second grade class in a new state, my teacher says, "Hey kids, we're getting a new kid." Guess who the kid is? Guess who it is? It's Steve. Steve comes walking in, and I'm like, weird, Steve. Did your family move here too? He's like, yep, sure did. Weird. So in second, third, and fourth grade, we're in the same class. In fifth grade, my parents switched houses in the same town that we lived in, but it was a big city, so we had to switch schools again. Thanks for that, Mom and Dad. So I'm a new kid, right, in fifth grade, starting on the first day, and my teacher's like, hey, there's another kid who also went to your old school. He's in the other class. Guess who it is? It's Steve. It's Steve again. Switched schools with me.
Sounds like you got some questions for your daddy,
grade,
girl.
After we had been to the same middle school together as well, we moved back to New York, to a different town than we originally lived in, okay? And I start there, and we moved in the middle of the year. Again, thanks, Mom and Dad. And so it's like November, I moved there. In May of that year, our teacher's like, hey, we have a new kid shadowing. He's also from Michigan, where you just came from. Guess who it is? It's freaking Steve. It's Steve again. His family also moved back to New York, to the same weird random town that we lived in. Okay, now's where the weird coincidences come. We go off to college. In 2004, I'm studying abroad my junior year in Madrid. It was 2004, so the Yankees and the Red Sox World Series thing was happening. There was a sports bar in Madrid that aired all of the games for Americans. I had my bucket of Corona in front of me because, of course, Americans. And in walks Steve to this bar.
That one's
Steve
weird.
Came into this bar to also watch the Yankees and the Red Sox. He wasn't studying abroad in Madrid. He was studying abroad in London, right? Weird. He ended up at the same bar. We can explain that away. Again, Steve and I, not friends, not enemies. We just coexist. In December of that same year, my friends and I who were studying in Madrid
How have you never
decided
talked
to go
about
to
this?
Prague to see it. To see Prague at Christmas time. We're supposed to go on a pub crawl. We missed that pub crawl. We decide to go on our own pub crawl. We end up in a random Irish pub in the middle of Prague. Who's there? Who's there sitting at a table?
Get the fuck out of here.
Steve. Steve's sitting at a table. He also went to Prague at Christmas time, and we happen to be at the same bar at the same time. Now, this morning I'm in the copy room at work. I have a coworker who's talking about her fiance. I'm not friends with this girl. I barely know this girl. She mentions, oh, my fiance, Steve. And I go, excuse me, what's your fiance's last name? I felt like Brad Pitt with the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's his last name? Guess who it is? Guess who it is? It's Steve. It's the same Steve. What does it mean? What is?
Yeah, that's weird. At first I was like thinking the dad just had a second life and he like a second family and they never knew about it. And he just talked the second family into moving wherever the first family moved to. But then the ones as an adult are weird. Like how do you run into the same person in two different countries on two separate occasions? And then your coworker is married to him? Why are you posting on TikTok and why aren't you talking to this dude about it? Like you should ask him who his dad is, first of all. I did have a thought for a second that like maybe he was stalking her, but then like he couldn't have gotten his family to move around the country so that he could stalk some girl. Like I don't know of any kid that's ever been able to talk their parents into where to move. Huh. I don't know, it's a strange one. But yeah, I would definitely talk to Steve. Like that bar in Prague, I would have been like, hey, do you notice the pattern here? First time we ran into each other as an adult, I would have been like, what the hell is going on? Are we supposed to like be best friends or something? Are we supposed to star in a rom-com together?
Okay, so riddle me this. This cup broke in the dishwasher. This is the shard we found. Exhibit A.
What?
And the way that it is... No, put it in. It's rounded, so it's supposed to go like that, with the lip of the cup on top. And that's the way that it would fit, but that's the inverted part. How do you make it fit in the cup? It doesn't fit. You're going viral, baby. The question is, does broken glass invert in the dishwasher? Thank you, and someone help.
Yeah, that's weird. I do wonder if maybe they've broken another glass in the past and it just happened to break off in the exact same way. Maybe you're putting the glasses in the same spot in the dishwasher and it's getting hit by the same thing. And like maybe a chunk broke off of another glass, just happens to be almost the exact same break, but opposite. It is weird though. I would be freaked out too. The hell's going on? What kind of glitch in the Matrix crap is this? But then they're also your glasses. You would know if you broke one in the past. So probably wouldn't be that freaked out. Probably would have just figured out that it's from a glass from the past. It's a glass from the past. Shout out Brendan Fraser. But there you have it, folks. That is day 2 of TikToktober in the books. We did it. We done it. We're doing it some more. If you enjoy this style of content, you can go check out my 2024 reactions playlist or any of my old videos pretty much. They're all pretty much this stuff. But be sure and drop a like for me and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video. And don't forget, I'll be dropping a brand new video every day in October at 4:15 p.m. PST. And if you'd like to support the channel further, you can check out any of the links in the description of this video. The very first link is my Patreon where I post exclusive content and chat with the gym crew community. And the rest of them are pretty much all affiliate links. And if you use any of them and sign up or buy anything, then I'll get a small commission. So that always helps. And if not, dropping a comment is always appreciated as well. All right, that's enough talking for today. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I love you. So until next time, which is tomorrow, stay creepy.